Hi, my name is Guido Lavorata, and today we want to learn the song Leaping Bows. So we're going to turn to page 13 in the book, Americana Strings. And this is a very fun song because students are being challenged to remember notes without any letter names written in. The first one in each group is given, and so we want to review with the students. Do you remember how your open G lives on the staff? The violin open G lives in a space below the second ledger line of the staff. Do you think you could say the letters of these notes without any letters written in? Okay, let's say it together. G, 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 rest, G, rest. Do you remember that squiggly thingamajiggy was a rest? Remember the quarter rest song? Draw a Z, then add a C. Draw a Z, then add a C. Draw a Z, then add a C, and we call it a quarter rest. Remember, a quarter note makes a sound. A quarter rest is silent. So your toe or your heel should be tapping 4 beats in each measure. The bottom number 4 of the time signature means that the quarter note gets the beat. Okay, each time your foot taps, you're tapping quarter notes. So even though your foot is tapping a quarter rest here, which means that it's a beat, but it's a silent beat. Okay, now look at here. What is happening with these two measures? This is your open D. Remember how your open D lives on the staff? It's in a space below the staff. Let's say the letters together. D, 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 rest, D, rest. Can we say the letters for the whole first line? Ready? G, 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 rest, G, rest. D, 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 rest, D, rest. Can we play that with our instruments? Remember, we have our left hand on the upper bout. Our thumb is on the side of the fingerboard. We're not using our bow yet. And then our pointer arches over. And we're going to start with G. Say it and play it. G, 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 rest, G, rest. D, 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 rest, D, rest. Okay, that is the first line. Let's look at the second line. This is open A. Remember how your open A looks like on the staff? The oval is inside the second space. So you say A, rest. And do you remember how your open D looks like on the staff? It's below the staff, inside a space below the staff. So you're going to say A, rest. D, 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 rest. Oh, here is the open G again. Let's say it. G, 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 rest. G, rest. Can we say the letters for the whole second line? Ready? A, rest. D, 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 rest. G, 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 rest. G, rest. Okay, let's listen to that on our instruments. Make sure your left hand's on the upper bout. Your thumb is on the side of the fingerboard. Here we go. A, rest. D, 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 rest. G, 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 rest. G, rest. Excellent. Now let's look at the third line. The third line has something new. Let's look at it. Say the letters. D, D, A, D, rest, D, rest. D, D, A, D, rest. Do you see what's happening? Oh my goodness, I think I hear something leaping at a distance. Oh no, it's my friend, Froggy. What are you doing here, Froggy? That's my favorite part of the song. That's your favorite part of the song. Why is that your favorite part of the song? Because it's leaping across two strings. Froggy, you're supposed to like when you leap on lily pads, not violin strings. But I like leaping. He likes leaping. So you mean to tell me you like it when our students are leaping between two strings? Yeah, that's my favorite thing, and it makes me so happy. It makes them happy. So would you like to hear our students play your happy part of the song? Yes. Okay, so can we play Froggy's happiest part of the song? It's leaping from the D string to the A string, back down to the D string, and it does it again. It does it twice. Okay, let's play. Let's see if we can make Froggy so happy. All right, thumb here. Ready? D, D, A, D, rest. D, rest. D, D, A, D, rest. D, rest. Did you see your fingers leaping across two strings? Yippee! Yippee! Oh my goodness, Froggy, does that make you that happy? Oh yes, I like it. It makes me so happy leaping across strings. Okay, well, I guess Froggy likes leaping across strings now instead of lily pads. Okay, well, what about the second line? Is that a happy line for you too? Yes. Why is it a happy? Why does the next line make you happy? Because I'm leaping between the G and the D string. Oh my goodness. Let's look at our music. Measure 13, that, you know what, Froggy, you're absolutely right. The notes are leaping from open G to D, back down to G. Open G to D, back down to G. Let's say the letters. G, G, D, D, G, rest. G, rest. G, G, D, D, G, rest. G. Let's hear how it sounds. All right, here we go. Anchor your thumb, pointer over the top. G, G, D, D, G, rest. G, rest. G, G, D, D, G, rest. G, rest. Did you see how you're leaping between two strings? That is awesome. Now let's look at the last line. There is more leaping going on here. Let's say the letters. A, rest. D, 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 rest. G, G, D, D, G, rest. G, rest. Let's hear the last line. Leaping between strings. A, rest. D, 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 rest. G, G, D, D, G, rest. G, rest. Yippee! Yippee! Froggy, are you all happy? We did your favorite parts of the song. We were leaping between the D and the A string, and then we were leaping between the G and the D string. Yes, I love leaping. It makes me so happy. Well, I'm so happy that we made you happy. Okay, and you'll love it, Miss Froggy. You'll have to come back when you hear all the children play it to the metronome. You will even start leaping yourself around the room. That'll make the kids really surprised and happy. Okay, guys, say goodbye to Froggy. Bye, Froggy. See ya. Oh, Froggy just loves all of you. Now, I want to introduce you to the next part. We are going to practice with our bows finally. So we played the first three songs of Americana Strings with just the pizzicato. We did the four-string fun with pizzicato, the face-off pizzicato, and the leaping bows with pizzicato. Now we are going to we're going to play all those three songs with our bows, our wooden sticks, okay? We're going to start with wooden sticks instead of bows. Now remember to watch the video Violin Viola Bow Hold so that you could practice flexing your wrist down and flexing your wrist up. So your wrist, violins and violas, will put the stick over your left shoulder, and you're going to practice holding it correctly. Watch the video, Violin Viola Bow Hold. Make sure you watch that. And then you're going to flex your wrist down, flex your wrist up, flex your wrist down, flex your wrist up. Now, in the music, you'll notice that there is this square above the note, and then there's the arrow above the note. So this little square symbol is your down bow. So you're going to go down, up, down, rest, up, rest, down, down, rest, up, rest. Okay? And so I want you to practice that. Down, down, rest, up, rest, down, down, rest, up, rest. So when you come to the rest, you're going to stop your bow. Down, down, stop your bow. Up, stop your bow. Down, down, stop your bow. Up, stop your bow. So that's what the quarter rests mean. You're going to stop your bow. Okay? Now, this is tricky here, and we have eyeglasses. Remember, whenever we see eyeglasses in the book, Americana Strings, it's making you look for something, that something different is happening. Up until this point, every measure started with a down bow, but this is the first measure that we see that actually starts with an up bow. So let's say the bow directions while we point to the notes. Down, rest, up, down, rest, down, rest, up, rest. So let's see how that is going to be really tricky to play that up bow, that note with an up bow. It's just not what we're used to. So it's going to go down, so it's going to go down, rest, up, rest, down, rest, up, rest. Okay. Now, violins and violas, you could actually get these PVC pipes, cut them. I got this wooden stick at Home Depot, and I got the pipes at Home Depot, and you could, this will help you. If you have the PVC pipe over your shoulder, this will help you slide in and out better. You don't really need it, but it kind of protects your clothes from the stick rubbing across it and snagging your clothes, but it helps it slide better too. So the whole idea is flexing your wrist, okay? Now I would like to have you look at the cello now. How does the cello slide their sticks? Well, okay, first off, I want you to notice that in the cello book, there is a pendulum here. And the pendulum is the metal piece of the clock that kind of goes back and forth, back and forth. We want to make sure that we watch the video Cello with Guido Lavorata, and it'll show you how to flop the doggy paw over the sticks. Your thumb will be bent like that, and you're going to slide the stick on your lap, and you're going to go open, close, open, close. So make sure that you open when your arm opens, your forearm is going to move. So the forearm is the part from the elbow to the wrist. This is your forearm, and your forearm is going to your elbow is not going to jerk back. Just the forearm. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. It's making the same movement as the pendulum in a clock, in an old-fashioned clock, the pendulum. So I want you to doggy paw over your stick. You're going to open for the down bow, close for the up bow. Open, close, open, close, open, close. So open is going to be down bow, close is going to be up bow. So when you see the symbols on page 13, you'll see down, up, down, rest, up, rest. So sometimes it's difficult to think of this being down when you're moving side to side. It's kind of difficult to imagine, to figure out that to the right is down, to the left is up. On a violin viola, it's pretty obvious. Down is down, up is up. But for the cello and the bass, down is to the right, up is to the left. Down, up, or down is open, up is closed. Open, close, open, close. Now you see how my hand, my elbow is not jerking back. Just my forearm is moving. And if you had the PVC pipe, you could actually rest this on your lap and you could just practice like that. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Make sure you watch the video, Cello with Guido Lavorata, so you could, I talk about how to hold the bow. I give you a couple different ways. And the best way I like to describe it is doggy paw over, thumb bent on the other side of the doggy paw. And your forearm moves, all right, not the elbow jerking back. If the elbow moves, then the bow is crooked. See that? But if only the forearm moves, the bow stays nice and straight. Okay, well, I hope that helped you. We didn't have time to play the metronome today, but if you go to stringsmusicandmore.com and you go to play along music, you'll hear all the metronome songs and you will love playing along with it. Okay, take care, enjoy playing, and I can't wait till Froggy comes back next time and hears you playing with a metronome. He'll be leaping all around the room, won't you, Froggy? Yes. Okay, take care. Thank you. Bye.